We're good now? All right, guys. We are here with a Phoenix Division game. I am going to be solo casting here, but I figured it's better to just solo cast and give you guys a game than, have the game not streamed at all. Since this MBK team has been picking up some gas, so I figured you guys might probably want to watch that. The MBK did play last night. They kind of had a blowout. It was kind of a one-sided set. So let's hope that this Trog squad can put up more of a match than MBK's last game. See what we got. We got some pretty standard bans. We got Uler's not a standard ban, but this carry for MBK kind of completely carried it last night on this Uler. This Sol and Gilgamesh is pretty standard. We got Giannis and Tiamat. It's also pretty standard. Just some really pretty annoying guys to play against. But this is the Phoenix Division, so this should be an interesting game. And Trog Squad has played a game. They did lose that game last week, but that's because one of their players literally got banned mid-game.
The moon will purify this land.
So, but I believe they were on track to win that game. So even though this Trog Squad is 0-1, that's just because their player got banned. So hopefully this should be a good game. We've got a Suki pick here. This could be flex, this could be solo, this could be jungle. The way it's a very strong pickup. Early and late game. This is just a really good pickup all around. So see how MBK is going to spawn.
What you aim
Chiron. Chiron's been pretty tough.
Where are you going?
These past few sets. Chiron's really getting valued a lot. Maybe for his ability to just completely run away with the lane. This Chiron gets a lead, even a little bit, and he doesn't get ganked. He just completely runs away with that lane. Cullen and a Ymir coming up. I like the Ymir. The Ymir is pretty good into Chiron. He can wall off that giddy up pretty well. So that's
for Camelot!
King
For Avalon!
You got it. You're gonna have to go pretty strong solo to go against a Cullen and not just lose that. So we should have a pretty slap fest over in solo.
She's just stunning.
Changa. Changa's a little bit risky. A little bit risky in a Ymir. She's very susceptible to those walls. And if this Ymir is able to wall off this Changa, and if he can bait that Changa immunity coming out, just walk up to her, and most Changas on reflex will just too. You can still get that freeze and force those speeds. But it's really going to depend on how good this Ymir plays. Oh, we got a Scylla? Oh no, okay. I think this is for bans. Yeah. Forget that Scylla. There was no Scylla. It was just a figment of your imaginations. That was a Scylla ban. Scylla and a Ryzen ban coming out. Along with the Emoji and Ganesh. Really respecting the MBK's emoji though. You don't really ban emoji unless you've seen a player really do well on emoji. Because it is very easy to just feed your brains out on emoji.
Feel my blessing!
Terra, this is they've got a lot of healing over here on MBK. Even with Chiron passive. Danza and a Merlin. They're being hovered. I don't know how what Danza does into Chiron. Chiron can clear pretty well. If this Chiron gets a bluestone, he's able to get a 2 on Danza's leave and then just hit him with a bluestone. He's gonna know exactly which one he is. But it's gonna be a pretty interesting line. They haven't been locked in yet, though.
Can you keep up?
It might change. Nope, the Danza locked in. Really thinking about this Merlin real quick. I like the Merlin. Merlin's just a good overall pick. There it is. See what they need in the jungle out of MBK. So I'm curious as to see what they're gonna pick. Ollie being
Let
picked.
the sound of
Yeah,
slaughter
there it is.
begin!
They're gonna go with a collie. I would like to see an Unk coming out of Trog squad. I don't just mean for the Chang'e, the Chiron, and the Terra. Anti-heal does work on collie ult. She is immune for the duration of her ult, but if you get anti-heal on her, that does affect the amount of health she gets for getting a kill. So if this Trog squad does not pick up an Unk in this game, then I don't think they really want to win to begin with. Anti-heal is definitely going to be the name of the game here. One thing they might have going for them in the mid 33 is John was not really the best at proccing the Terra ult procs. So that might be enough time for them to do enough damage before they have to retreat. The Kali Bleed can do that very well, so we're just gonna have to see how that plays out. I think for the mid 33 I would have to give the Trog squad. So I really hope this Kali is not able to get a lead early on. And she should not be having a lead. And hopefully we get a good game. And not where we had yesterday. Hopefully this Trog's carry is a little bit more the same caliber as MBK's carry. Oh, because I am solo casting though, and I'm kind of just chilling. You guys want to type in chat? I can probably react to it. Maybe not, right away, but yeah, I do have it pulled out. Yeah, Bluestone and Chiron. It's pretty standard. We have a Bumbasuki going for that Bumbus Hammer. I don't blame him. Once that Suki hits 20, he gets that Bumbus Hammer. I do believe Suki gets like 3 times better when he has the ability to not have any cooldowns. We've got a Bluestone Arthur as well. And Bluestone Cucullin. None of these solo laners going for the Warrior's Mask. They're both often to get Bluestone. Now this Danza has a Bluestone. I don't know how I feel about a Bluestone Danza. I mean, yes, technically his 2 does proc it as well, because it is an ability, but when I think of Bluestone, I don't think of Danza. So, but I mean, maybe he knows. Let's see. He's onto something. That Sands of Time Chang'e, I like that, that's pretty good. And Sands of Time Ruin. You got Blink on the solos, Beads on the jungles. Sundra out of the Terra. No, that's an upgraded Sundra out of the Terra. They might be looking for an early first blood. Nishimir. Nishimir is pretty immobile, and if MBK's duel and gets to level 2 before, he will be able to root and Sunder Nishimir. This Chiron can definitely put out damage early game. Let's see if we can get some spies coming out of this Terra. Just Cucullin, just winning lane early. This is what he does. Yeah, he gets that free first 2 waves and that free totem. Some miss freeze. Whoa, that's pretty big. Yeah, there's the Sunder coming out. Yeah. That Sunder coming out, that miss freeze, that was big. This is not a good start for Trog squad. Not after what we saw yesterday. Their wing has to turn down the volume a little bit, like the game volume. Because apparently they're a little too loud. Yeah, the game volume, like the sound effects. There you go. Right, let us know how that sounds now, guys. Yeah, we do have a first blood coming out to MBK on this carry, so maybe a little bit of foreshadow. That is not what you want to see. That is 2 kills in under 2 minutes for this carry again. Although this is, so far I'd give it to the support over the carry. The support is really doing a good work here. It's blinded. But this is really bad. They're definitely gonna have to get Moose over here eventually at some point. Maybe after he gets ult. Trying to shut down this Chiron. Because Chiron with lead is extremely oppressive, especially on a carry like Danza. He's not really known to get aggressive unless he's got to lead himself. So hopefully they can bring over Moose and do something a little bit later. Yeah, man, he kind of just basically missed third wave almost. His speed, I don't know. There's the giddy up. I was about to say that giddy up took a little bit longer than I thought it'd come out, but. This lane is pretty much over without help. They should be invading purple here, I think. Although, okay, they did invade purple. A lot to say because their mid and jungle were in place to defend that. What is the down? Let's see. Chiron's got 1600 to Dan's 800. This carry's got 800 gold lead already in 3 minutes. This yeah. So Chiron can back right now and get full boots and just have huge lead over this Danza. But I think he's gonna hold off for the full trans. So this carry line is definitely a red alert right now. Especially after yesterday with what he did, and we know he absolutely knows how to abuse the lead and win the game with it.
Where are you going?
This Arthur's definitely in trouble here. He had to use his ult. Oh, that is unfortunate. I don't know if this could call in. He mistimed his rage. But if he transformed there, that would have been a kill. We do have the Sunder up on the Terra again. So we might be looking for something. I would be looking for something on the Samir here. Changa ult and Terra ult and the Sunder, they can definitely get a kill in mid. But this Samir has to be very careful when he comes back to it.
Nowhere to run.
So it's pretty evened out here. They both have tag boots. There's a health lead here favoring Cullen, but yeah, this Arthur should be fine. Suki does have a lead over the Kali, which is good. Well, he should not be having a lead on you right now. A little bit of a lead. It's not really a lead, but he's ahead a little bit. The stun, the ult coming out to Cullen ult. He's not transforming yet. He's still very much killable. That is not good. Yep, there's a rotation. The MBK seems to just play a little bit cleaner right now. That was a big overextension for the Cullen, who was not that low to begin with. This Kali's got a kill.
Step up your game. I got you.
That Chiron's just pushing waves. The tower on the Danza. Surprised he's not trying to invade here. Have Terra rotating over. I don't know why they didn't call for the invade and then go for the Scorpion. Capellan's got a 2-level lead on this Arthur and off that kill. That could be. Oh, here we go. We got a Terra. That's a big Kali stun into a Terra ult. And then the big Changa damage coming in after. This is not looking good for Trog Squad right now. Might have a repeat of yesterday. 0-6 in 6 minutes. That's 1 kill every minute. That's kind of on par with the games from yesterday. I think this MBK is probably arguably the best Phoenix Division team. But, I mean, we still got a lot more games to be played throughout the season. Yep, there it is. Not really much he can do here. Although this rocket should get him to safety. He already used the Chiron too, so he should be out. He is going to lose another wave now, unless somebody holds it for him.
My Getsu burned bright.
This is beat down and Zelt down though, so this Dan is very susceptible to a gank right now. He comes back. Nobody's holding that wave for him. Nobody's even getting that XP. They decided to instead triple split red. Is not an efficient way to XP for this Trog Squad team who's already being starved. At least they didn't invade purple. Oh no, they did invade purple. It looks like. This Chiron's already begun stacking. He's already almost done with his trans. And Dan's is just about started his. And this Chiron's about to back him. Yeah, he just got full boots. This Chiron is extremely ahead of this Danza right now. If I were MBK, I'd be looking for a gold free fight. They got the Scorpion down. They have a pretty significant lead on this Danza. And his relics and his altar are still down. So this center on the turret, they haven't used it outside of that first squad. They did use it in the mid-3 but it was they had already won that pretty easily. Cullen is ahead of Tripsy as well. So at least yesterday, the Zebra was losing solo, so there was a bit of a chance for them, but right now they're winning in every lane and every role. So Trog Squad is really gonna have to pull one out. A shot here. Because this Kali is only gonna get better. We got the full trans on the Cairo. Merlin just back. You have a lead on the Danzig, who's already hiding between his towers. They should have called for gold there, I think. That is a there we go. What's it called now? They're all rotating over. Oh, no, I think they're rotating on the Suki. Suki has been cut out. Forced his ult for the immunity on the damage. But yeah, there's really not much he can do. He should have just used it for the immunity and shot the walls or something. I mean, they were awful health. I don't know what kind of damage he thinks he's got, but that's just unfortunate. Let me look at the ward coverage for MBK on Trog Squad sides. I do believe gold was called now. A little ping for the Scorpion, but they made up their mind on the gold instead. That is free gold for it. This is a 5,000 gold lead about in 10 minutes. And they're really, Trog Squad's really gonna have to figure out what's going wrong, or at least start planning for game 2. They're getting Scorpion over on the Fire Giant side now, so they can get rid of that objective when it spawns. I mean, just look at the ward coverage in MBK. There's red wards all over the map. These are all aggressive wards. These aren't, these aren't just checking the corners around your side of the map. These are all aggressive wards, so they know exactly where all the Trog Squad is moving. That was good damage on the turret. Changa ult coming out. Suki ult coming too. That's big damage on the Terra. It's Kali ult being forced out, and then there's the Chiron just winning the team fight because he shows up. Yeah. That wasn't going that bad for Trog Squad up until Chiron. And this Trog Squad, I mean, this MBK is really has been winning these games off this carry side. Even for the games from yesterday, I mean, it was just a pretty big carry to. They're out on Pyro now. Should be a free Pyro. Yeah. Kali hasn't backed in a while. She should be getting at least tier 2 item. How much gold she hasn't had? It's 1,800 gold on the Kali, 22 on the Changa. So this is looking pretty grim right now. I don't think there's much that Trog can do at this point. I think it's just MBK's game to lose now. Could have to mess up. And with the way they're playing, I don't think that's going to be something that Trog can rely on. Tara was just frozen out of position, and that's the amount of damage they did to her. So.
Unmake their reality.
Just getting neutral camps here. Suki is here. They might be looking to a fight. That's a double freeze. This could be a good fight for them. Oh, he is in though. It's the Arthur, which went up before the Cucullin. So this could be their saving grace. At the fact that this Arthur showed up before the Cucullin. Need to do something here. Strips, he's just making plays right now. It's a double for sure. The Cucullin is now here though. The Cucullin should be able to clean up at least one kill. Yeah, there's the Chiron. The Chiron just showed up. That's really the story for MBK is the carry showed up.
Double kill.
Yeah. This should be a stat to this MBK's carry showing up and then getting me carry just pushing up a tower. I mean, to his credit, there's really not much this Danzig can do, you know, with this deficit. But I mean, that was a beautiful fight on the Trog squad. I mean, Zebra. I mean, not Zebra. That Drippy really just showed up and turned that fight and was really winning it for his team, even with this deficit. And then Chiron showed up. So I think in order, if you want a shot, any Phoenix Division teams out there, if you want a shot at beating this MBK squad, you got to figure out something for this carry. Because the past 3 games that they've played, it's really just been carry. Really, the whole team's playing well, but it's really been carry showing up and just making a huge difference. If you saw the scoreboard yesterday, you'd see that as well. So, 3 fires right there. They should just be grouping now and taking towers at this point. This is 15 minutes. This is 14 minutes 30 seconds, and it just feels like it's a 25-minute game with the kind of lead that MBK has gathered here. Kind of crazy to think something 14 minutes. It's a 7,700 gold game in 15 minutes. Cullen does have Mystical Mill. He's got a lot of help with this guy and this Mystical Mill. Pulling Oni Fury right now. This is pretty massive. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna give it up. There's no way they defend this ever. Yeah, at this point, if I were Trog squad, I'd just be trying to figure out what to do for game 2 because, like I said earlier, it's really just MBK's game to lose. I don't think they're going to be pushing up left side, taking towers. That's what that is. Yeah, that was Danz's Aegis going down. It's a free Aegis too. Arthur is split pushing, and he's dealing with Oni Wave there, so it's gonna take one while to clear. So they know he's over there. He just started backing. They can try and go for this. But they have to be careful though, because it is only 16 minutes. That tower does hurt this. I mean, that Phoenix does hurt this early. See, that free Aegis they got earlier, that just paid off.
Unstoppable.
And no, that's still going. I mean, that's still going in MBK's favor. God, there's really nothing they can do. That was their best bet.
Looking for me?
I think maybe this Arthur stayed a little too long during those waves, and they saw that, took advantage of it. Their best bet was for them to try and overcommit to a Phoenix at 16 minutes, because this early, a Phoenix will do a lot of damage. This is an MD game. This is Phoenix Division. I think they're just gonna go for the towers here, and then probably go circle back for Pyro, take some camps. Playing this one methodically, because, you know, There was still one down, but I think they're just gonna play it safe here. This is an MD game. This is just MBK, who also played yesterday, and this is pretty much the same story. I mean, it's, you know, same book, every page. It's looking like right now. That's the final tower. Trog's one going down. And here's the pyro. It's a lot of gold for them. It's gonna. I mean, I would say this is a huge gold shift for them, but at this point, this doesn't really matter. I mean, they had that much gold to begin with, pretty much. I mean, people are finishing entire items plus another one, plus starting another item. Got a Magus coming from the Terra. Tier 2 Titans Bane for the Chiron, the Exi. Picking up the Prid one, getting that health shield. I believe Kali picked up Serrated Edge as well. I don't think she had that before. There's an off for the Mirror. I mean, they did that, right? There you go. This is 14,000, 15 hours. This is basically 15,000 gold lead in 18 minutes. I mean, that's, what is it, like, probably like 800 gold every minute. They got an 800 gold lead. It's good, that's good damage on the Kali, though. She's just gonna heal it all off. Now he got cut out of position because of it, but... Yeah, I mean... He shouldn't have been there. I mean, I say he shouldn't have been there, but does it really matter? You know what I mean? He's probably thinking, this is defend it, do or die, let's go for it. The naked 5-man defend Phoenix and Cross. They kinda know that because I see no reason for this Arthur to be getting this back camp. They know the game is over. Gotta build that energy, I suppose, in the back camp. Hopefully, they're just gonna go. They're going for the Phoenix. Yeah, they're not going for the Titan. They want all the Phoenixes. They want a bigger goal lead. They want to pad the stats. Quick heal coming. Oh, this is good damage. That forced the Kali up. The rocket connects. There it is. The game is turning. This is where it turns. This is the pivotal point. Watch it. I'm calling a Trog squad at 23 minutes. They're at MBK's Titan. I mean, they're just gonna walk this down. We got the Kali though. Just spawned though. Hold on. No, yeah, it's just getting completely melted. And blinded goes down. 4 to 21. Not the worst showing for an enemy of MBK. But hopefully they can figure out a way to start back for game 2. Like I said, I think they really need to figure out how to do something on the carry side. They even started winning a fight when Drift showed up with that Arthur. They started winning that fight, and then Chiron showed up. Keep in mind, Chiron showed up to the right side of the map. At 8-0 for the Chiron, 3-0, 6-1, 3-1, 2. Two of those deaths were within, like, what, the last 30 to 45 seconds of the match. And let me just look at this damage. 12K, 12 to 3K. Actually, Merlin was right up there with the Changa. Arthur was up there with Kukullan as well. Suki was there with the Suki actually outdamaged the Kali. You know, they need to figure out how to answer with this carry. That early double kill really kind of hurt them, and then after that the Chiron was encamped, he was in gank really. Chiron got a huge lead in the beginning off that double. It wasn't a double, but it was 2 kills back to back. Yeah, Chiron with the lead, you need to shut it down. If Chiron gets the lead, you need to figure out a way to at least kill him once. And try to get your carry back in, because Chiron is just completely oppressive with the lead. Although I don't imagine this Chiron makes it in for game 2. I think I would have preferred to ban Chiron over the Uller. The Uller is a little bit easier to shut down than Chiron. I would imagine it's probably going to be. I don't see them banning Uller and Chiron, so might just ban Chiron. We're just going to wait for them to set up game 2, and hopefully it's a closer game. I do believe we have another game, another set after this one. Not directly after, but I do believe that one's set for 10 p.m. Eastern. That is an upper division, I believe. That's the new team as well. After Gato's completely crumbled and disbanded. That's the new UD team that we'll be playing later tonight. We are setting up the picks and bans page, so that way we don't miss a single second. Have any Phoenix Division captains watching this right now? Trying to figure out how to do it? Well, they should be, so they can figure out how to try and beat this MBK team. Got a Changa for the first ban. We're banning Hexerp's Changa for the first ban. That's okay. That's interesting. Didn't like dealing with that Changa at all, did they? Right, there's the Chiron ban. These bans are quick. Damn, these people know exactly what they want banned. Pretty standard bans coming out of MBK. Didn't really struggle, so they don't have a target ban. And they did switch bans.
Supernova!
I think should have been the proper ban since game 1. That Chiron is very meta right now. So I like the Soul pick. It's a strong pick. Should it have been first pick?
The moon will purify
Maybe not,
this
but it's still a
land.
very strong pick.
Glory be to mine
And
allies.
there's the Uller. But Uller is probably easier to kill than Chiron. So I get the CC immunity, and that's really pretty much the difference. Suki and Uller coming out. Tier.
The law returns to this land.
Time
Tier's
to
bringing,
home.
okay. Tier bringing the law and the Fenrir. I like these two picks. I like these two picks a lot. Sunder does not have a TC Munal, so this Fenrir, if played properly. I mean, he can axe to brutalize, but if you just abuse your ult, when the Sunder beads are on cooldown, you just bring them back to the solo ult, should be more than enough. The only problem with that is Soul's not very good at getting beads.
No mercy.
Sunder might more than likely will always have his beads up. But in every other ult, he can't get pulled if they play it properly. Then they lock in the Ares to try and counter this Fenrir and this Tier a little bit. I mean, yeah, Ares does counter them, but you gotta land those chains for that to happen. So this should be interesting if this Ares lands the chains consistently, and they probably won the game already as well. So big ban and then Ymir ban. They banned the Ymir. That's interesting. Just trying to force Trog Squad to play something that they're uncomfortable with. Still on the Morgan ban.
Another performance already. I guess they can't get enough of me.
Apollo. Apollo has seen some nerfs, so it's interesting to see him get picked. This is going to be a mid Sullivan and a carry Apollo, I would imagine. A Fafnir. I like this team already. I mean, I'm on Trog Squad side. There's a Fafnir with double ADCs. I like her double hunches. Bakasura. Okay. Bakasura does
Time to eat.
He does have the small zone counter defender. This Baka has enough items. This Bakasura can absolutely delete that Fenrir, or he has time to walk out of that cripple range. This Fenrir is looking a little weary right now, I would imagine. Although, who is solo for MBK? Is it a Suki solo? I would imagine that's a Suki solo, because if it's a Bakasura solo, then Trog Squad can absolutely have a shot at winning this game. I do like the Suki into the tier, because Suki does not have to get near that guy at all. All he has to do is just keep throwing random abilities at the wave from a distance. Apollo is pretty decent in
Shingetsu, strike!
Just a moment.
Yeah, it wasn't the game. Alright, there we go. Alright guys, we're having some Discord issues, but we are resolved now. We're good. But yeah, we were just having some Discord issues. Okay. We're good now. We didn't miss any of the action though, I don't think there's no kills yet. Oh well, there we go. Nerd adds the beam sports already. going on there. I was delayed a little bit. But that is Raijin beats though, so. I mean, Trog Squad does have pressure in mid lane, but that is already a much better start. And then it just turns just like that. He should be out though. You know, Bacchus does not have speed to catch him. This could be a first blood if they were Trog Squad. There it is, and on the Fenrir, even better. Fenrir is very good at running away with the game. If you can get him kills. There we go. We got a better game. They figured it out. And keep in mind, Raijin's beats are still down. And with this Fenrir getting that kill, that's a little bit of an XP buff, a little boost to get into that ult quicker. Well, I mean, you're right. This is really what matters here. Is this dual lane? That's probably gonna be the deciding factor to see if Best in the lobby can keep up with and Venom. There is a Death on the Apollo instead of the usual Bluestone. See, we do not have a blink on the Ares though. There's instead 5 beads on the side of MBK. There is an upgraded Sunder on the side of Trog Squad now. Kind of hitting them back with it. He didn't take too kindly to it, being hit by an upgraded Sunder at 2 minutes. And there's a blank on the tier as well. I mean, you tell me which team is better. There's 5 beats on one side, and you tell me. See, what do we got on the Raijin? There's still 35 seconds left on the beads for Raijin, and this Fenrir does have ult. Although they're backing, or Fenrir just backed, and Soul's waiting for neutral camp, so they're not going to be able to capitalize on those beads more than likely. And there is 5 beads, so they're really trying to mitigate this Fenrir initiative. I really would have liked to see them try to take advantage of those beads, considering he's not going to be able to pull anybody right now. This is they're playing this dual lane a little bit more relaxed this time around, which I'm gonna just say that favors Trog Squad because I mean they haven't died twice. So anytime that this Trog Squad is not dying, although something almost happened in the middle. What's going on there? That's Boxura beads and Fenrir ult down, so I'd imagine Fenrir went in and tried to pull him. Baka does have ult, so he did not use ult at all for that fight, so he still has it, but his beads are down. The blinked here, unfortunate, off the mark. That would have been a lot of damage. Might have been enough for a kill. I think it would have, but it would have gotten him very low. We got a pause coming out from the team, guys, so they're probably resetting now. They're like, we're doing a whole lot better now. Let's keep this going. What's our next idea? I don't blame them. It's exactly what they should be doing. They do get 2 5-minute pauses. Oh, Boxura DC'd. That's why they paused. Here, Baka does have ult. Curious as to how this Baka is going to play this. It's jungle for MBK likes to play these late game jungles. I've noticed Kali and Baka so far. I mean, 1-0 in the favor of Trog Squad, so I have a much better chance here. And I do like the Death on the Apollo. Is better than the Bluestone on the Danza, which didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So does have purple boots too. That is a lot of damage. So does have a lot of burst, especially with purple boots. If she 2s somebody and slows them, gets enough of that ult off. This Raiden, whose ult literally holds him still, so the Soul can get probably all of her ult off on him. Does this Boxer have beads up, or is that just because he reloaded and then it's just kind of... They should still be down, shouldn't they? Is that just like a little spectator glitch? To be fair, doesn't even have... Yeah, it's probably just a little spectator glitch. His beat should still be down. So they should be they should definitely be looking for a kill on that Boxer. I mean, did he just get his beats back? I swear they were down before. Okay, I guess we'll find out.
Amazing, isn't it?
I think they're ganking Apollo here, no? He saw that. Dashing away. He just farming up real quick here. He seems just kind of farming. I would hope that Svenner is just waiting for his ult to come back. This Boxer is out farming this Fenrir right now. I don't imagine it's a full level, but at least half a level. And I would like to see this Fenrir having a bigger impact this early before this Boxer gets items online. This Boxer is getting that Scorpion right now, actually. That is a Scorpion to the side of MBK. They're rotating in on this tier who has no idea that that's what they're doing. He does have his ult available. But this Ares is going high. Yeah, that's an Ares ult. And he's got Blink, so that's a kill. Didn't even need the Ares ult. They played that beautifully. They have no ward on the side, on the solo side. I think there is a ward, but Tier's only got one ward on his high side. And this Ares went low, and there's none in the middle. There's the Apollo, yeah, that is not good. The fact that MBK is getting the lead right now with this Boxer. That is a burn Fenrir ult, and he didn't get anything out of it. It's a 1800 XP difference so far. It's only 6.5 minutes. I mean, it's still better than last game. At least this dual lane is a little bit more even. Only a few. This has only got a few more stacks than this Apollo. And with Apollo, with him being Apollo, he always has that ability to just show up to a team fight, even if he does get out rotated. So I do like that pick at least. They're getting the other Scorpion now, sent up for gold. Boxer is very good at burning objectives. If I were Trog squad, if I knew that they had both Scorpions and Boxer is very good at burning objectives, I would wait for that Baka to commit his ult before I would initiate, and they can probably make something happen off the bat. Because Baka without ult is kind of a lot weaker. He really needs to use his ult and get something out of it, especially when he doesn't have that many items online. But I mean, that's kind of situational. There's a stun coming out. Yeah, I don't think you win this. Okay, there's the ult coming out. Pocket does have beads though, and no, he just baited him. That is the big. Well, that was and then that's a kill in dual lane. I mean, I don't know how you feel there if you're Fenrir. Not a good feeling, I would imagine. I don't understand why this Fenrir is trying so hard to kill this Bakasura. That's the second time that he goes over to their MBK's camps. I don't know why he's not trying to kill this Uller, who has been carrying these games and who does not have CC immune ult. And all of that is not only CC immune ult, it's not only CC immune, but that also cripples him. I would have much preferred to have him try and kill this Uller. Especially with an Apollo that can easily follow up after Uller beads and jumps away. Ares does have 2,400 gold in hand. He's got a full item that needs to go and get. This spinner is getting aggressive again. He's not getting any camps while he's up here. And he's 2 levels below Bakasura. Like, this Uller is literally pushing Apollo into his tower, and he's not being ganked. So, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, now it's been called out. At this point, I would just be focusing Uller. I mean, even if you rotate everybody over and they get Pyro, you probably get a kill, and you maybe force Gold Fury there. So, I don't know why they keep trying to try something over on solo set. I don't know, it's something in comms. Somebody's calling for those ganks over there. But they are not out of this game yet. It's only like 1,500 gold difference. They're still very much in this game. All they have to do is make the right choices, and they can very much win this game. There's a gank coming onto the Suki. This is a good gank. He has no idea. Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. He missed that. Unchained. And then disengaged. He needed to land that.
Amazing,
They are going to go for Pyro after they realize that Baka and them are on gold. Apollo is in the air. I don't know if he's going to try and go for the steal. No, it looks like he's just going to go... No, yeah, he's turning back around. He got them off of it. That's a free Pyro. He got them off of it by just flying in a circle. I don't know why they got off it. It was just Apollo. They were really worried that he was going to... Got landed the Unchained this time. That's the beads. That's a Suki ult as well. Yep, that's a free Fenrir ult. That's a missed tier. Oh my god. That was extremely sloppy. They need to clean that up. That should have been a free kill on Zebra. That was a very sloppy gank. If there should have been communication there that tier had cooldowns and he was going to wait. I mean, at that point, just take him further down the lane. Yeah, now the gold is called. Should be a free Gold Fury. Yeah, that's a free Gold Fury. Suki does have twice the player damage as Tier. I don't know, Tier does have a lead on the Suki though. Well, not a big one, but it's still a lead. This Factor is in trouble. I don't think he gets away here. Oh no, letting him leave. This Uller taking too much damage. You realize if he jumped in, that would have been a kill for the Apollo. Missed the Sunder, jumps in and dies. Oh no. You gotta land those. You gotta land the abilities. You gotta land the Yaddles, buddy. Oh no. That's two fights that should have gone to the side of Trog squad. No, here we go. We got another gang coming in. There's some thorns. There we go. This should be a kill though. Yeah, they don't mess this one up. Okay. With this kill, if they get the other one on Suki, and if this Apollo decides to land stuff, they would be in the lead over MBK right now. This game is very much in their hands, and they're just letting it slip. That is that's very unfortunate. I think he missed his one, and then the full Apollo passive. I don't know. I don't think we have replay. Yeah, no, That's a 2,500 gold lead. I mean, it is 14 minutes, so I mean, that's not too bad. It's much better than the last game. They are playing much better than the last game. Like I said, they would even have this game, you know, in their favor if they would just play these ganks a little bit better. They are playing this. They are still playing this a lot better than the last game. They did lose tower over on the carry side, but they can still win this. They just gotta clean that up.
Amazing, isn't it? This bubble is going to burst!
Uller does have wards there as well. And there's no wards on the left side really. I think I see one ward for Trog squad. They gotta work on their warding a little bit here too. Denver jumping in, gets the stun. That's the beads. Beads on Ares, but I think they're overcommitting to this Ares. That is the support you're trying to kill. Yeah. Suki'll coming in for the Finner, just chasing him down. I think the hammer stun, or the dragon stun, saving his life. That's a good peel coming out of a Trog squad support. That's Baka beads. This tier is in trouble. And now this Fafnir is in trouble. This fight was not going that bad, and then Uller showed up. This is a level 17 Uller, by the way. To a level 14 Apollo. Again, he was not ganked at all. This is Uller without a CC mute ult, and Fenrir wanted to just keep pressuring his pocket arrow. That's a good stun. I think he's holding the brutalize for the stun. What just happened? I thought, okay, he still got the kill. He got the kill, it worked out. I thought he was holding the brutalize because the Suki was holding the stun, and then he started stunning, so he brutalized it. But it worked. I don't think he makes it out of here, though. That is going to be a kill. I mean, I would have just kept running into the Phoenix, man. He's not good at games. If that was a... Oh my god! Moose is making plays. Moose is carrying games out here. Scratch everything I said. This guy's the best player in the league. Now the Bakasura got outplayed this time around for the outplay that he did earlier. Can we just get a duel between these jungles for the set? This Uller getting this pyro for free. And that is a big part. This Uller has been walking around outside of the carry lane for a while now. This Paul has been farming over there though, so hopefully he has caught up on that a little bit more. Level 15. Not really. It's still a 3-level deficit. He didn't really catch up there. But this is a much closer game. It is in MBK's favor, but it is a much closer game. Got a blink him out of the Ares for the second relic. The Ares landing chains on Fafnir, but it's not anything more than a little bit of poke. Ares did get his cooldown though. He's got that Pred win. That's an instant 20% cooldown on his ult. So, and then with his blink, I would imagine he's going to start burning beads. Bakasura going for serrated edge. A little bit of an odd pickup here this early. Not really the kind of god that screams serrated edge this early. That's the missed hero ability. That's the Fenrir ult coming out. That's beads. Beads on. Nope. There's the ult. Beads and ult on Raijin. The Ares ult coming in. Apollo gets a kill on the Bakasura. Soul is still full health. This Soul is full health. He can't find the kill on the Raijin. They need to peel for this Soul and keep this Soul come on, so you gotta play a little more aggressive than that. You're full health.
Amazing.
They're just swinging stuff and nobody's really dying here. There we go. CD transforming. That is an unfortunate timing. This was kind of free casting there for a little while, and she spent probably most of that free casting time running in a circle.
We fight with honor. Shoot you down.
This bottle is going to burst! Can you keep up? Watch this! No, please.
Double kill. See you, son.
After all these years.
Let's end this. Come back here.
That's going to be a huge gold lead for MBK off that fight. It's still much better than last game, though. I think Trog Squad can still win this. They have one more fight, I think. The next fight will really dictate how this game goes. You just gotta play this a little bit better. I would like to see some attacks coming up as well. And this one was not building into attack switch. He's really going for that burst. That burst damage. Kinsai coming out for the Boxer with that 20% pen on the serrated edge. Boxer is looking pretty good right now. The Apollo, that's big. That's huge Apollo. That's beads on the ruler. He's got nobody to follow up, nobody to catch up. Unreal.
Can you keep...
That's he just got a lot of damage off. So got the evaporate off. Might give her enough time for Field to show up. She is out, but Fenrir did get caught out. This tier needs to land. Nope. It just runs away.
Double kill.
Off I go!
And the Raiden plays that aggressively, plays that perfectly. And he kills that tier. This is a free fire. It should be a free fire. Skull ult is down. Follow ult is down. I don't see them contesting this. Boxer is kind of taking a little bit of damage here. He should be fine. Yeah, they don't need Boxer for this one. I'm gonna play it safe. And a fire giant does go down to the side of MBK. See if they call for the pyro. They are gonna get the pyro as well. This to me does not need to be here, man. There you go. You're good. I really think it's the... I don't know. I really think they're having a hard time getting to their backline. And this tier and this Fenrir are not making it to MBK's backline here. Because they initiated on this ruler very well. They forced his beads and his jump early. And they just couldn't get to him anymore. This Fenrir and this tier could not get to him. They really did figure out how to get to the back line. If this Fender is able to get to that Uller, that's a free ult. They can still defend. They're still in this by way of defense. This Fafnir does pick up a Shogun, so that should help the soul. I would if I hope it is being called. That's a Bakasura ult. That's forced. This here should be good. That's a win. Baka ult on cooldown is an absolute win. But then this happens, so it's not a win anymore. I don't know why he got cut out like that. That is unfortunate. That Baka ult on cooldown would have been a huge win for defense. Yeah, that's gonna be a free Phoenix now. If they somehow defend this and they're still in, but if they don't, they're not able to defend this, I think it's MBK's game. Because that's the Apollo coming in to 4 people. But he does get out, he's good. I mean, Baka ult is still on cooldown, so that is still on plus. Give another 1 man down. But the backdoor protections are now off. There's the Ares blinking in, just creating some space for the Uller to get the Phoenix, but he wants to get the kill real quick. That's a blink tier fearless 3-man. That was pretty good, but it's already over right there. That Fafnir getting cut out like that, I really just gave up their shot at defending. I think at this point, with the weak point of the Phoenixes, you can just use that middle Phoenix and just force other Phoenixes. I think that was their last real shot at winning this game was a Phoenix defense, but they're still gonna push for another Phoenix here. I mean, they should. It's a 4v5. It's a Suki ult coming out. That's a lot of damage. You got a lot of use out of that ult. Only forcing out the Apollo, creating spades, while his backline kills Tyr. And this Phoenix is gonna fall now. Yeah, they're just playing this pretty methodically. There's the Fenrir coming out, so that's a kill on the Uller. There you go, easy clap. And then I'm feeding, carry diff. I mean, that's no matter how you slice it, even with that kill, it's 1 kill for 2 Phoenixes and a couple of kills for MBK. At this point, it is now MBK's game wins. This Fenrir is going in though. He said, "Don't worry, guys. I'll 1v4 them. I'll win us the game with a 2-man stun." I think Moose has realized that the game is pretty much over. Either that, or he really wants that Scorpion, or he really wanted that Scorpion for himself. He really wanted to buff that yellow speed. They didn't go for gold. I would imagine they're going to go for gold now. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's just we're going to set up for gold and just probably sweep back around for Fire Giant and Pyro. Even with how grim this game is looking, I do want to say that it was absolutely in Trog Squad's hands. They did have a shot at winning this game. If they would clean up a little bit of their plays and a little bit of the earlier ganks, and if they went in their favor, which they absolutely should have, this would have been a much closer game, and they would have had a real shot at winning this. Fafnir still hasn't leveled up his starter, or upgraded his starter yet. Yeah, there's a free Fire Giant. This Bakasura, I mean, this Fenrir is... Yeah, this Fenrir, I don't know what's going on with this Fenrir. This Fenrir's got a defeated mentality already. This, I don't know what's going on in comms. I don't know if he's doing that against his team's wishes or just the entire team just knows it's lost and they're just having fun at this point. I mean, yeah. He's kind of gotten hit. Just kind of entering the last few times. I'm sure they'll have a conversation. Just picking up the last Phoenix here. Lava going in the air. That's the Sukio all on the tier. It's just, yeah, it's a lot of damage. Tier going down. I mean, Lava almost got a kill. He's still going in. The Fenrir coming out. The beads though. Fenrir almost soloing the entire team, but he falls like a warrior. And that is it. That should be game. As a 2-0 to the favor of MBK. I don't know if we're gonna have any interviews. I don't believe anybody's asked to be interviewed or anything. He planned an interview? Does he want an interview? Or, I mean, where is he? I'll just pull him there. Alright guys, we're gonna see if we can give Blind an interview here. Real quick. That game was much closer though, and definitely felt like they absolutely could have won. They just cleaned it up a little bit. See, can we pull up the damage numbers real quick? See, 19k. He outdamaged the Boxer. I mean, say what you want. He was entering a bit towards the end, but that might have just been a defeated mentality. But he did outdamage him. 22k out of the soul. That burst damage coming in. Yeah, this game, even by the numbers, you could tell it was much closer. 14 to the 17 in carry. You can tell this was a much closer game. It was really just a solo day for this one, it looks like.
Oh, here.
Alright, we got blinded here. What's up?
I'm good. Pretty good games. How are you guys?
I mean, we're pretty good. How do you feel about that 2-0 again? That's two days in a row. It's 4-0.
It feels pretty good. You know, we're starting to click. I mean, we were always clicking, but it just feels really nice. Feels really good when you have a solid backline, and I can just go in, and I can always just trust the backline to go in.
Yeah, that last game, that game 2, wasn't much closer though.
Yeah, it was a lot closer.
I mean, how does that? Yeah, were you guys kind of worrying a little bit in the beginning?
Yeah, I think Baca made a mistake there, which happens. You know, he tried to jump in, get the first split, and he just got first splitted. So, you know, we were pretty confident. We were like, okay, that's fine. It's just gonna take us a couple more minutes to get back online. Maybe just try to.
There was a few fights where I think if Trog squad would have played it better, it would have absolutely been a much closer game.
Yeah, I think so. They really put up a fight in game 2. I really felt it.
Yeah. So, do you guys think your next games are going to be as well? Let's say free.
Well, I haven't even looked who we're playing against next. We've just been looking at this team. But yeah, I'm not that scared of anybody in this division, at least.
Well, I believe if you guys keep on winning, you can actually challenge the lower upper division team, like the lowest upper division team, and probably maybe get in there.
Yeah, that's what we're planning for. I think
Well, maybe if you
I
guys
think-
keep 2-0 games, you'll get there.
Yeah, we're almost there. Go play a little cleaner in the early game. We're doing good so far.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know, that was some good games. Game 2 was a lot closer. So hopefully that means that we not all of your games are going to be completely free. We get some good games out of this.
We definitely troll sometimes. I mean, I think that game, that was my first game I ever played Ares. I haven't played Ares in scrims or whatever. I was just like, it feels pretty good to play Ares here and just here and defend. So I was like, just picking me up. Pick me up Ares.
Yeah, those are pretty
No,
good.
for
I think with how close that game could have been, I feel like maybe you didn't pick Ares. That tier and that Fender might have done a lot more.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a good game.
All right. Well, I mean, you got anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
I'm just a shout out to my backliners. It makes it so easy as a support when you can just trust your backline. Definitely
Yeah,
heck
it really felt like
stepping
really felt
up.
like Drippy and Moose couldn't get there.
Yeah. But yeah, just shout out to those two. I mean, Scrap and Zero player in that game too, but I just, as a support, I love my backline, you know. Other than that, yeah, just good GG's.
All right. Well, there you guys have it. That is the first set for today. We do have another one that starts at 10 p.m. Eastern. That is an upper division game with, like I said earlier, it's the new team. But yeah, that's MBK 2-0 is another team. So just gonna wrap it up here for us, guys. Hopefully we see you guys again, and hopefully we're able to get this other game cast for you guys. It is an upper division team, so we are gonna try.
See you guys later.